Greetings. Hi, I'm Dr. Walter Jacobson, a board-certified psychiatrist. I want to talk about denial today. You know, denial is a defense mechanism. It's somewhat of a primitive defense mechanism because it actually has a lot of limitations. It can help reduce anxiety. That's the whole point of a defense mechanism. It helps people to discharge anxiety and stress and fear and negative feelings. And so that they can function effectively. The problem with defense mechanisms is that when they are abused, misused, overused, they make people neurotic and dysfunctional, and they actually get in the way of one's happiness, physical well-being, health, success, relationships. Okay, obviously, denial, when you got a lump or bump and you deny it and you don't want to deal with it, and you don't want to go to the doctor and get it checked out. And then eventually you finally face the music and you got a real problem on your hands. You got a real crisis. It's a lot harder to nip something in the bud when you've let it get way out of hand. The same thing is true in relationships. If a partner says that you're toxic or abusive, unloving, inconsiderate, and you deny it, you know, and don't want to deal with it, eventually you don't have a relationship. Eventually the relationship breaks down, and when you try to finally get around to fixing it, there's been so much water under the bridge, so much resentment that oftentimes it's just unrepairable. Okay, so even and in business relationships and in business opportunities, if somebody tells you that what you're doing is flawed, your plan isn't going to work, there's some problems with it. Now, they may be wrong, and you certainly want to analyze the situation and see if they are right or wrong, but you don't want to just deny and say no and not look at it. And that's the whole key to denial. It's okay to analyze a situation where people are saying you're this, you're that, and decide that they're wrong. I know who I am, I know what I'm doing, I've analyzed this carefully, and you're wrong. That's okay. But the thing is, you got to go through that process of analyzing, because they may be right. And if they are right, then the information is invaluable. Because if they are right, then the only way you're going to learn, change, grow, get better, get healthier, wealthier, have more sustainable relationships is to first recognize what you're doing that's getting in your own way. If you recognize it, then you have the chance to change it. So you don't, when someone says you're this, you're that, and you don't like it, you don't like this mirror being held up to you, don't shoot the messenger. Don't attack the person. You don't want to try to distract the person. A lot of times we try to distract, change the subject. Oh, well, it's your fault. I don't really do that, or it's your fault, you provoked me, or they come up with other excuses and distractions. Well, you do that too. And that's not the point, what other people do or don't do, or if other people are provoking you or not. If you have a behavior that's getting in the way, look at it. Have the strength and the courage to look at it. You know, maintaining a very strong facade of who you are ultimately is not going to get you where you want to go. What you want is to have the representation of who you are being who you want to be. And so you want to polish the diamond in the rough and become the best you can be, and not get in your way, and not have blinders on. When we have blinders on, when we're in denial, we're just, our ego is hanging on tight to a self-image. And this is a mistake, because ultimately it prevents us from being aware of other opportunities. It oftentimes puts blockage to the law of attraction, the idea that people will come out of the woodwork to support you, to encourage you, to help you. Opportunities will appear that will help you to prosper and grow. They won't if you're shut down. They won't if you've got blinders on. They won't if you're in denial about what you're doing unconsciously to sabotage yourself, or to push people away when you want them in your life. So the whole key to denial is, you know, it's look at it. Look at the evidence or data. When someone says you're this or you're that, don't out of the gate go, that's not true, you're crazy, did you take your medicine today? You know, look at the data. What's the evidence or data that this person is right? And try to be objective, and try to ask people who you trust to counsel you and give you some advice as well. Don't try to find loopholes or you know, situations that can or examples that can negate what they're saying. Don't try to seek out people who will you know, basically support your position, so that you can continue to do those things which are actually self-sabotaging. You know, you want to have people in your life who you trust, who you know care about you, and who have the courage to tell you the truth. as afraid to those who are afraid, as opposed to those who are afraid to tell you the truth, and they tiptoe through your psyche, and they don't want to piss you off, so they're not going to tell you something that you really need to know. So you don't want to have that sort of atmosphere, that sort of environment where you don't allow information from others. You want that information from others. You need that information from others. Okay, so that's it. I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace be with you.